Okay, so we're back. I'm just about to pull the last bolt out of this unit here. So here, there's another one here I took out. And then I could go ahead and take this bracket off. Just be a second here, a couple of turns left. I'm actually kind of glad that this didn't stay. It's nothing wrong with it, but new is better. That's always the case when it comes to mechanics. I'm not a mechanic. I should clarify that to begin with. I'm not. I just know some mechanics. Grew up on a farm. When you grow up on a farm, you're forced to work on vehicles. Because there's no money in farming. Because farmers don't know enough to buy the tools they need. I'm doing this again. I think I'm doing it up. No, I'm doing it up. I'm obviously not a mechanic. But I make this stuff work. Alright, so keep the bolts, they don't come with the caliper. There's the bracket off of there. Here's the new caliper bracket in place. I've got new brake pads because the old ones, which I can show you here, the old ones, not so good. New, old, quite a bit of difference. So we're just gonna put the pads in first. This one with the little metal thingy on it. They're calling it the outer shoe. So these quite easily go into place. One will it's already in place. Just slips right into those little brackets that are here. I'm making this video for my page, but I'm also doing it because I noticed when I went online looking for information about this 2004 Dodge Dakota caliper job, I couldn't find anything. At least not specific. It was 2003, but I had a different braking system. I think what I ended up doing was an actual video on not a Dakota, but what are those other ones called? The SUV thingies. Anyway, not a Dakota. Sorry, I'm just kind of focused on what I'm doing here. This one's being a bit of a pain to put in for some reason, probably because I'm trying to talk at the same time. Normally they're not that difficult to get in. I've had them in and out quite a few times. I bet you I know why. It's because I got this other one in place. Oh, now I got them both in the way. Alright, get that one out of the way. So, the outer one is a little easier to put into place without the other one. I just discovered that. That's what happens when you're not a mechanic and there's not a video necessarily to follow. Sometimes you figure stuff out. This isn't a job that I'd recommend you doing as a backyard temporary mechanic unless if you feel comfortable, and definitely not if you're without some kind of guidance, like at least a YouTube video. I need to get a screwdriver. Hold on a second. My daughter's saying hi. She's the cutest. Alright, so I just need the screwdriver to help get it into the little bracket here. got the other side done quite easily, actually. What is going on with this bracket? It's like it's being such a pain right now. Thank you. Okay, so one side in. Brake pads in. I don't know that I should grease the pins prior to putting them in. I didn't on the other side, just because it's new, and it just feels, everything feels like it's moving around pretty good, so I didn't bother. Alright, so let's get this in place. Oh, wow. But you can tell this rotor's thinner than the other side, because that went on way easier. I had to really get work at getting the other side on. So for those amateur mechanics out there looking for little tips, there's one for you. If your caliper with brake pads goes on easy, it means your rotor's probably a little bit worn. For you experts, well, that's not who we're kidding. Experts aren't watching this. Probably gonna need a socket for this now that the caliper's on. And don't turn it out. I'm probably just gonna edit that out. Maybe not. Because it happens, right? I'm doing this backwards. In other words, from behind. Instead of doing it this way, obviously right is tight, left is loose, but when you go backwards, sometimes you get confused. It happens. Okay, so I'm just putting that in a little bit until I get this other one in on the bottom. And it's important that you do this carefully. You want the screws, the bolts to go in this, whoa, that was bolted in. Okay, what the fuck? Where the fuck did that bolt go? Seriously? Okay, what the hell's going on here?
Fire! Are you kidding?
I had that in. You guys seen it? Let's try this again. As I was saying, it's important.
Mama, Andrew's big.
Hey, how did they keep it down here, noisemaker? As I was about to say, it's important that you get the bolts threaded properly, because if you don't want to misthread it and cross thread it. That would be an expensive mistake. You'd probably have to get either tap and die it out yourself, or possibly a new bracket. Now, this one, for whatever reason, was going in kind of funny. Okay, now it seems to be in there. Oh, really? It was in the socket. How did I not notice that it wasn't in? Okay, so there we go. I can actually feel that going in now. If it's hard to get in, difficult to turn, cross-threading it. That much I do know. I'm not a mechanic, but I do know mechanics. And I have done a fair amount in my day. As I say, growing up on the farm, yeah, you make things work. Yeah, MacGyver it, as it were. It's got a 312 in this. I can see it written on the transfer case. So, good to know. I crawled under here the other day, checked my U-joints. It's an 04. That type of thing is something you want to watch. You don't want them to go, you don't want your U-joints to go on you on the hill. So I turned them around side to side, see if there's any movement. There wasn't. So I'm happy with that. Okay. Alright. Just gonna tighten that up, but not quite all the way until I get this other top one into place. This will probably speed up the film, so you're not going to hear anything I'm saying. So I'll just look in the camera and make faces. Hi, sweetie.
Scooter.
Okay. She's the reason I'm doing this. Her and got another baby, 4 months. We live in bear country. Saw went to town the other day. Saw 11, I think it was 11 total bears. So I'm not gonna risk their safety by, say, having to stop. Hey, I just noticed they didn't give me a good thing I kept one. They never gave me any caliper bolts. The ones that's the brake pad screws to the truck. Well, I hope I kept mine. This one's here, but